church tried to guilt me into cooking for a woman with 2 grown men at home. So at my church, there's this thing they do sometimes called a meal train. Basically, if someone just had a baby, or they're sick, or dealing with something big, people sign up to bring meals to their house. It's a nice gesture. I've done it before, no problem. Last week, I saw a post about a woman named Sue. She'd been in the hospital for a few days because of severe back pain. She was back home, still hurting, not able to do much. The post said the meals would be for 3 people: Sue, her husband, and her adult son. And here's the thing: Sue doesn't work. Her husband and her son both do. They're both fully capable, healthy men, not little kids, not elderly, not helpless. And I thought, okay, that's fine, but I'm not signing up for this one because I work full time too. And honestly, when I get home, sometimes my husband and I just grab whatever we can, or one of us cooks when we have the energy. So I wasn't about to add cooking a whole extra family meal into my week when Sue already has 2 able-bodied people living with her. But apparently, I wasn't the only one who thought like that, because days went by and hardly anyone signed up. The post kept popping up again and again, like they were practically begging people, and I just ignored it. Then last night, I get a call. It's one of Sue's close friends. We'll call her Jane. And she goes, all sweet at first. Hey, did you hear that Sue's been in the hospital? She's really struggling. Do you think you could sign up for a slot and bring them a meal? I answered nicely. I said, yeah, I heard, but honestly, I work full time and I barely have the energy to cook for myself, let alone someone else's family. She didn't let it go. She said, oh, well, there are weekend slots open too. You wouldn't even have to do it on a work night. You could just pick a weekend. And I just said, but aren't her husband and her son home on the weekends? Can't they cook for her then? Silence. Then her voice changed. She got sharp. Short. Okay, thanks, and hung up. I told my husband about it later, and guess what he said? He goes, well, you could have just made something on the weekend. It would have been nice. And I just stared at him and said, then why don't you sign up? Why don't you cook them a meal on the weekend if you feel that strongly about it? And he snapped back, you're just trying to start an argument. So now here I am, wondering why in the world I'm suddenly the bad guy for not cooking for a family where 2 grown men are fully capable of picking up a pan, boiling some pasta, throwing something in the oven, because I could do it. I could, but why should I?